So communication would play a tremendous role in your workplace for you especially.
Yeah, so we have a lot of older people that come in here, so we have to speak to them a lot louder and, so they understand, because a lot of them can't hear or they don't quite know what you mean.
You sort of just touch on the next question is so sort of variables like the age difference between customers and stuff sort of depend on how you sort of communicate with them, so the sort of language you use to them and how you talk to them, that's the variable in how you use your communication of the age differences or sort of gender of people that are your customers.
Yeah, so like we have a lot of regulars that come in here, so we can pretty much speak to those guys however we want. But with the older people, like they're very quiet, they can't hear, so we need to make sure that they know what we're trying to tell them, or so there's no miscommunication between meals.
So, is there anything that goes wrong in your workplace?
Yeah, like we have a lot of mistakes through orders and food coming out wrong, so we have to explain that to a lot of people and try and fix it.
So would you say the main culprit of those mistakes would come down to bad communication between the customers and yourself to the chefs?
Yeah, so we have a lot of confusion, like they might say something about a meal but they really meant something else, and then it comes down to telling the chef what they need and trying to fix the mistake.
Okay, so it's just the customers like understand about the menu to explain what they want to you.
Yeah, and like sometimes we don't quite understand it and then it'll come out wrong, so they get a bit upset about it.
Yeah. No worries. So are there any other regular problems that you have around your workplace?
Not really. We just have, obviously regular staff disagreement, but that's obviously happens everywhere.
So is that down to communication as well? There's poor communication between colleagues?
Yeah, like with staff members, like you have to be able to talk to each other to, sort out what needs to happen. So you can't have one person trying to tell the other person what to do and they're not listening, because it just won't work.
So on to the next part. So when someone comes in, what would be the classic way you greet someone that comes into your part of the restaurant?
I pretty much just say hi, how you going?
Do you have to seat them down, or do you have to do anything like that?
Nope, so they just come to the till, I say hello to them, let them have a look at the menu, and then I'll take their order, and then they go sit down.
Okay. So also, is there any communications, sort of bad communication between your staff and the chefs, the waitresses and the chefs?
Yeah, so we have a lot of problems here between certain staff and chefs, so you need to be pretty calm when you're working with them, definitely, because they're under a lot of stress in the kitchen if we're pretty busy, so we have to stay calm, and if there's a mistake, you pretty much just need to sort it out for them, because they can't figure it out and come out and do it. So we do have some people that go in there and they try and argue with them, or they stress out over it, where it's so not needed. They just need to calm down. If they keep calm, everyone stays calm.
Is there any basic communication skills that you use to help calm the situation, or how to resolve the situation?
Yeah, well, like I said, I just stay calm and I just understand everything they're saying. I don't argue back with them, and I just go out and try and sort out the problem with the customer.
Yeah, no worries. Also, how would you reflect on your experience here as a communicator between the chefs and the customers? How would you describe that as?
What do you mean?
So, how would you reflect on your communication skills after work?
Oh, okay. Well, I'd say they're pretty good. Like I've had to do it for a while now, and like I just make sure that everyone's happy, and I try my best to be happy towards every customer, even if they're a bit stressful. Yeah, just treat everyone the same, really.
So you would say your first, second, third person skills sort of all get used around this workplace?
Yeah, definitely.
Take information, receive information, try to relay it onto other colleagues, speak to your customers, saying what they need and stuff. So
like, for
you use that on a pretty regular basis, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like for example, I pretty much manage the restaurant. So if another staff member has a problem with a customer, like they'll come to me about it, and then I have to go to a chef, tell them what's happened, and then go to the customer and try and explain it. So I have to pretty much speak for the other staff member in a way.
So you speak for them and relay the information on to using a whole sort of
Yeah.
role of